Welcome to Adventures Unabridged. The meeting will come to order. We've been talking for an hour and a half. Just about life in the universe and everything. So anyway, we're here now. Hi. We've missed you.
John?
I'm Zach. That's Locke. That's Steve-O. And that's... I don't know where I'm pointing. That's Sunny.
Hey.
Previously on the Sacred... On Adventures...
Oh my gosh.
That was the first time, right? That was the second time.
That was
Previously
the second time.
on Adventures Unabridged. Last session was weird. You guys split the party at the end of the previous session. Before that, Pongu spent some time exploring, we'll say, in an amount of invisibility, if I recall correctly, exploring the forge after some trickery to get down there. Stole some mining equipment, some needles,
Empty.
some empty needles that we've established that he thought was full of ember, and they were not. Transparency is important in your D&D games, kids. Remember that.
Oh, these needles were transparent. You could see right through them.
Meanwhile, Q, by the way, Goon is not able to be here with us tonight, but he will be back soon. We love you. And anyway, Q, in the previous session, spent a long time C-3POing, just telling a bunch of brothel workers about the adventures thus far that the nobodies have enjoyed. And I say enjoyed as if it's been fun for them. But...
It has been.
Well, it's been fun for you guys. It's probably not been fun for the characters themselves most of the time. I don't know, maybe.
That's a good question. We didn't get our warm-up question. Yeah. Is your character enjoying themselves?
Is your character having fun with this harrowing, world-ending adventure? Meanwhile, Kess and Pierce, both having lost games of planar poker, found themselves in the ethereal plane. They found each other. They went into the forge, much like Pongu had, perhaps even almost crossing paths. As they, as each party, each microcosm of the party came from and went into the forge, Kess and Pierce climbed the large wall of horizontal ember and started sort of investigating it, touching it, even in some cases, perhaps taking a bit of damage.
It wasn't me.
It was exactly you. Yes.
Okay, Shaggy.
Even caught her in the forge. And then a tornado came, and
that's so chaotic. Okay, go ahead.
It was chaotic, but I mean, hey, it's what happens. It's D&D, y'all. A tornado came, and Kess grew a flower inside the tornado, summoning her mysterious, sexy friend, Ash. And then they got whisked away to a fold, a curtain that saw into a realm of pure water. And that's where we're going to pick up tonight's session. So, Pongu, you are back at Nicole's apartment. Q is nowhere to be found. Neither are your other two friends. But you are aware, if I recall, that they had indeed lost games of planar poker. And they are, in fact... nowhere reachable by man or god at this point in time, except for Ash,
reachable
who was able.
By Titans.
Yeah. So, Pongu, specifically you, is there anything that you would like to be doing at this time? Because you are just kind of in Nicole's apartment.
Yeah, I would take advantage. Pongu would take advantage of being in the center of academia, and would make his way, try to find a wizard sanctorum of some sort, place that keeps spells, whether it's a library or just a wizard's study, or whoever is there, like the most well-known wizard in all of town nearby. I would like to consult with them. I would like to talk to the Sorcerer Supreme.
Make an investigation check for me, please.
$24.
24. Okay. So you find out pretty quickly Navira is not a super wizardish town. Like there's magic happening here, but there's not necessarily a wizard's sanctum of sorts. But you do find an expansive, very unique library. On Nicole's floor, you like as you are walking through, not in her apartment, but on her floor of the city, you are walking through, and with a 24, eventually, sort of between two, like between an eatery, just like a general place where people go and blow off steam and have a couple of drinks, maybe some dinner. Between that and a kind of blacksmith shop, you are able to find a library. But it's one of the more unique libraries you've ever experienced in your life, because when you walk in, it's very short, but there is a wall that leads all the way up, as best you can tell, to the very top of the city. You are in essentially an elevator shaft, and this library ascends the length of the entire city, and there are several lifts and pulleys and mechanisms that lift people to go to the different levels of this library. That is where you have found yourself. You see a few people buzzing about, whether it be for academic purposes or purely for leisure or pleasure, but yes, you have found yourself in this very, very tall, very narrow library.
Is there anyone that looks like a shopkeeper?
There is
Or
not.
Headline. Okay. Is there like a Dewey Decimal System or anything that ascertains me or like gives me an idea of where I'm at or what I'm finding?
Make an intelligence check.
17.
17. Okay, so best you can tell, you are currently on a the floor that you are on, and the floors that you can see seem to be separated in terms of like not only fiction and nonfiction, but in terms of the floor that you're on specifically right now seems to be academic research.
Is there a banned book section?
A banned book section. I'll let you keep that previous investigation check, but okay, first of all, answer me this. How long are you going to stay in this library?
I am probably going to say, I mean, until they kick me out, if they kick me out. Otherwise, I have a very specific task. I'm curious about dimensions or dimensional travel because of what I witnessed and what I experienced. But I'm also curious at finding like fantastic beasts and where to find them. So, sure. Particularly like dragons and stuff.
Okay. So there is not a banned book section. Okay. You as you look around, you get the vibe that, in keeping with the academic nature of Navira and sort of the hyper focus on progress and intelligence, and just general scientific devotion, you don't see any shopkeepers. You don't see any librarians. You see people who are getting their books. Like, you see people walk into parts of this store with books and putting them back on the shelf. This is an open source library.
I would like.
So if you are, like, I would have you roll for each individual genre of book that you are looking for, and specifically what it is you are looking for. But just specifically to answer your question, no, there's not a banned book section.
So first, interplanar or dimensional travel is one, and then the other one is like basically dragons and dragon summoning.
Okay.
Reasons to be figured out.
Dragon summoning, very interesting. Okay, so first off, planar and interplanar travel. Roll an investigation check for me. This is going to be a separate check as the one before.
18.
18. Okay. So, after about an hour of poking around on the floor that you entered on, the academic research section, you are able to find where essentially it's not a patent filing, because this place is not super capitalistic in that way, but you are able to find sort of just the research, like a compilation of the research that led to the construction of planar poker and how those tubes work. You find out that there is a kind of enchantment. You get the vibe after actually make an intelligence check. I'm sorry.
No,
There's a level of what I can give you and what I can't.
21.
Good lord. Rolls
I'm
are
a
on fire.
wizard.
He's a wizard.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you are able to find out that you're able to intuit pretty quickly that the people of Navira have put a lot of stock into creating a science for magic. That's why you've not really found a whole lot of wizards and things like that, because they have sort of figured out a way to marry like the scientific process with the magical process and the chaos and the confusion. There's still plenty that they don't know, as is the case with science, but you're able to find out that this is sort of, this is the nature of the academia section in which you found yourself in. And so you find this tome, and you're able to find the research that essentially helped build the planar portal. You find out that there is a hidden within the glass on the tube, there is basically an invisible rune that activates and deactivates and sends people to whatever plane that sends them to a plane at random. And it is there is a essentially, after a lot of reading with a 21, you figure out that there is a sort of a tracker, for lack of a better term, that automatically connects those people. It's sort of a tether, automatically connects the people who take this tube. It connects them to that tube, so that way when 24 hours is up, they are transported back automatically.
Alive or dead?
Yes.
Okay. Pongu notes. Actually, Pongu's going to take that book. It seems like if it's an open library, he's going to take it with him.
Okay.
He's allowed. And then okay. And then I would like to find things about drakes, dragons, summoning them.
So, on the
where they live,
4th floor, I'd like you to make an investigation check, because I would say that if you're spending an
I crit a narrative crit, but it's a 29.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So you have a hunch. You're just like, I think I need to go to the 4th floor, and you go straight to the 4th floor, and you go straight to a tome on. It's actually like
A, B, C, D, dragons.
Yeah, no, it's you find a full like 12 book series, Encyclopedia Draconica, and like. And so, like, you're able to just you've got all of Navira's information on dragons that you could possibly need in a 12-book tome. It's huge. It would take a lot to get it out of here, but yeah.
Would I? And they're not kicking me out anytime soon?
I will say at this point, probably by the time you have searched and found what you needed, what you wanted to know about planar portals and figured out the libraries, I would say probably 3 hours has passed. It's probably at this point nearing 10 or 11 o'clock at night, but there's still people in here. Nobody's kicking you out. There's still lights on. You've happened upon a 24-hour open source library.
Okay. Perfect. I'm gonna spend my time digesting as much as I can about dragons, particularly looking for anything about like Prodic or undead dragons, lich dragons, things of that nature, but also just dragons in general that Navira would know. And I would be particularly trying to see if there's anything about the care and feeding of dragons, and again summoning.
Okay. Okay. So, you spend a lot of time reading. You learn about Dracoliches. You learn about these essentially dragons who have become liches, that are essentially decaying much like a regular lich, but they are draconic and they're highly powerful, and at the same time something that you all have thought. You sort of like you have this is not new information for you, but you do find out that it's just sort of a machination of super nihilistic and egotistical dragons. You learn as far as like what are you talking about, like what young dragons would want to eat?
I'm just trying to become a dragon.
A dragon aficionado. Okay, so to become a dragon aficionado, that would take some time.
Sure.
Like that would take like a prolonged amount of like weeks with daily checks and stuff. But I mean, that's something that you're able to learn quite a bit about dragons here in this time.
Can he hyperfixate on dragons with that one book he has?
The 12 books. Yeah.
Oh, the 12 books. The big tome.
I imagine so, because Pongu, if it's 24 hours, we'll probably fall asleep in the library, reading the books at some point, but would like to stay there. So that's kind of his goal for right now, is just learning as much about dragons, see what it takes to potentially summon them, and then dragon weaknesses, things of that nature.
Okay. You find out that there are dozens upon dozens of different types of dragons. There are hypothesized and theorized dragons that have not been discovered, or I mean, at least people assume that have not been discovered, or that have long since been extinct. You do find an interesting passage with a crit about what it would take to summon a dragon. You find that it would take either a possession, something from that dragon's horde, or a scale of the dragon, as well as a hefty material cost, specifically about 10,000 gold.
Oof.
Something it would not necessarily 10,000 gold, but it would be, it's almost like a sacrifice, right? It's like something worth 10,000 gold, or the word is escaping me.
Like,
a combination of items worth 10,000
like
gold.
enough diamonds worth 10,000 gold, or gems worth 10,000 gold. Yeah. Or what's it called?
But you do find that it destroys those items.
Right.
But it's sort of, what you learn is that to summon that dragon, it essentially becomes a decoy. It's the lure of material gain that actually functionally summons a dragon.
Yeah, so again, I'm gonna, I think, probably spend most of the evening doing that, trying to like eavesdrop and hear what the other like library nerds are, and then if we get to a new day, I have other things.
Okay. Yeah, as far as eavesdropping is concerned, there is there's one girl with she's a tiefling, she's got green hair, and she is like reading all about how to propagate all of these mysterious plants.
Nice.
And there is
It's my cameo.
yeah, there's there's also a guy, he's a dragonborn guy, and he's researching lavalier mics and like the best lavalier mics and how to use lavalier mics in like like situations that nobody's ever used a lavalier mic before. Like that's what he's doing,
Wow.
and he has blue hair.
Very cool. They're very cool people. I'm very impressed.
They keep to themselves though. They don't.
Yeah.
If you try to talk to them, they literally hiss at you.
Yeah, Pongu will like leave a little package for them. A food. Not that sounded like poop, but like food. He'll give them food. And yeah, with that, the next day, if we get to it, I'm gonna go artificer hunting.
Okay. So yeah, you fall asleep in the library. Yes, is that what you said?
Yeah, I basically want to be able to pick new spells.
Okay.
And rest. Yeah.
In the library.
Yes.
Surrounded by tomes.
Yeah.
So, Pierce and Kess, you find yourself once again. I believe where last we left off, you all were in the middle of a long rest. Is that correct?
No. Well,
I made that.
yeah. Pierce was
Pierce
starting.
was trying to get a short rest.
I think he was trying to get a long rest, but he was trying to. He was gonna sleep, and Cass and Ash were gonna make. He told them to make a plan. Well, he told Cass to.
Okay. So, Pierce, you are actively sleeping. Honk shoe, honk shoe. And unless you would like to not be. It is best you can tell the middle of the night, but it's pretty fucking... There, you can see there's light. There's light coming from this curtain of fucking ocean as well. You can see where you are. It's bizarre. But you find yourselves just sitting and waiting for some unknown thing to usher you along to whatever chaos awaits you next. What would you like to be doing?
I am chatting with Ash. Okay, we need to figure out how we can get you to destroy the embers without destroying the city.
At this point, Ash is like, he's sitting cross-legged, kind of in a meditative pose.
We were playing Hot Hands.
He's meditating while playing Hot Hand.
Wow. That's why you're so bad at this. Slap.
This is frustrating for me. Then, how do you suppose? Yes, we can. I mean, I don't know how to. I don't. When I burn myself, and he points to his arms, which, if you remember, in Renmore. That's the name of the place that I created.
His burns got worse.
Yeah. When he put his arms into the embers, it just sort of exploded, and the burns that crawl up his arms are still there. And you notice that the other burns that were up his neck and on his legs, you've noticed it before, but they're not there right now. And he says, it's not exactly something that I can control. I don't know. It felt like it was the flame fighting me once more, just for one last kick. It's incredibly powerful. I have no idea how we can do that. Of course, I'm open to suggestions. These innocent people don't deserve to have their livelihood taken away from them. But it's all going to be taken away from them if we don't do something.
Yeah, but we already destroyed one town, and I would like to maybe not destroy this town. She holds up her hand, and I don't know, Zach, you said her hand was burned. From
it is, yeah, from
the ember.
you've got a very distinct,
Ember
like,
burn.
fleshy scar from the embers, yeah.
So this is not going to go away?
I can't imagine it would.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yes. Chaos. It's a. Oh shoot, that's a 6, not a 9. It's a 9 with my con.
Okay.
Is it like Harry Potter where I look at my hand burning and I'm like, ah, like
Yeah,
starts hurting me? My scar hurts.
So you take 16 points of of radiant damage,
Oh great.
and as you do that, as like it just sort of like sears into your palm, and it sort of like almost crawls up your hand a little bit. It doesn't. The scar doesn't crawl up your hand, but the tingle does. He was like, "Yeah, that's might just be something you have to deal with now."
Like it's just gonna hurt like once a day forever, or like for like I
Holds up his own hands. Never stops hurting for me.
okay. I gotta find Pongu because he has the magic scones. Okay. That's kind of badass, but also not good. Okay, so you think we should just evacuate the city somehow?
I don't know what. I mean, the flame is growing stronger. We are on the clock. We don't have just an abundance of time to figure this out. And it doesn't help matters that I have no idea where we are. I have no idea how time is progressing.
Yeah, I don't know how we got here when we were there and there was the tornado and you came out of the tornado.
Yeah, that was fucking nuts, by the way. Everything was spinning, and then there you were, and I was in a tornado. I've never been in a tornado before. I've been in lots of things before, but not a tornado. It was cool.
Oh. I wasn't expecting you to say cool. Okay. Cool.
Praise for me. I'm trying it on.
Oh. Trying to be a little more upbeat. A little more
I'm
hip.
trying. I've been dormant for so long. There's been so many new words.
Like. Oh man, why can't I think of any right now? I don't know. Maybe I'm not hip. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. We're not here to be hip. We don't exist to
We
try and
have much larger fish to fry.
fit in with the kids, yo. No, that doesn't work.
So
She looks at Pierce just because she feels really embarrassed after saying that one. She just wants to see if he's asleep.
you know what? Make a stealth check. Yes. Make a stealth check.
No, I shouldn't be using this dice.
Yes, this is going to be against your passive perception.
It's an 8. He beats it.
My passive perception is a 12.
Yeah. So yeah, you definitely hear this. You can choose to say something or just move on with life.
I think Pierce is gonna let that one go. If you after you say yo, when you look at Pierce, you see him shift, like you think he might have caught that, but he doesn't say anything.
Oops. Okay. Okay.
To do something, Cass.
What? Now? Right now? I don't know how to get us anywhere. Can you summon a tornado to get us back to Kansas?
I don't know what that is. No, I can't.
Then what do you think I can do?
I just mean we need to figure out what we're going to do if we're going to try to evacuate people, if we're going to do something else. But I can't. My proximity to the embers will make them react. Eventually, whether I do something or not. I defeated the flame. The flame, or rather, what's left of her, doesn't care much for me.
Wait. Okay, so you know that the flame is Nick Cartagena or whatever? Yeah? We
Yes,
told you that you were a snake. Okay. I forget our conversations because, like, I talk to you as a snake or I talk to you as a bird. And I don't normally talk to you like this, so then I just want to tell you everything when I see you. Okay. And, okay, Scott.
I fear for what's going to happen.
To the city? Or
In
just in
general.
general? Well, we're taking
But, I
care
mean-
of the in general. We gotta take care of the city part first. You're looking big picture. I need you to get just look a little smaller, Ash. Just.
Forgive me. Literally created for one reason and one reason alone. So, big picture's kind of my thing.
You're forgiven. Thank you for asking for forgiveness. I forgive you. She starts writing. Okay.
He sits in meditation again.
Where are we? We don't know. What can I do? I can teleport us through a tree. Where's the closest tree?
I don't see any trees, Guess.
I shoot up in the sky as a burp.
I don't think you'll find any up there either.
Oh, I'm looking around. I can't talk. Dang it.
Yeah, you don't see no trees, friend. It's just sort of blank canvas where you are.
Yeah, okay, the water. Is there coral in the water?
Make an investigation check.
Hey, cast dice. I know Zach flushed your friend, but we gotta do this.
With disadvantage.
Oh, natural 20. Oh,
Yeah,
dang
you
it.
see some coral. You see some coral.
Do I need I can get disadvantage. If
No, you don't. That was a joke.
Oh, okay. So it's a 27. Natural 20 on the moon dice.
Yeah, I'm pretty. We might have talked about this the last session. It's been like 6 years, but I feel like, I mean, what you see when you look past that veil,
Yeah. It's just the ocean.
you don't know
right?
what you'll see on the other side of it, but you feel like you can see ad infinitum. You feel like
Yeah.
you can see a frog on a log in a hole in the bottom of the sea, like universes away. Like you feel like you have a keen perception, and you don't know how that's possible, but it's something beyond what even your own perception has ever been before. It's something supernatural, something unbelievable.
Okay.
But yes, you do see coral.
Okay. Coral is a living organism. What about it's not a plant? What about any plants in there? Any big ol' seaweed boys or big ol' chunks of
With a natural 20, you see a kelp forest.
Okay.
It is several miles away, but you see a kelp forest.
We can't breathe in there. I could get us back. We'd have to swim a little. And I mean, that's okay. But once we get back, what would we do anyways? Because if you touch the embers, we're back in the same spot where probably a lot of people die.
And the embers are likely to begin reacting to me as soon as they sense me, if they've not already. And as he's talking about this, you seem to remember in Renmore, when you summoned him, it's like the embers, there was like an illumination. It was a little bit of a reaction. They didn't exactly like catch fire like it did when he stuck his fucking hands in it, but there was a radiation.
Okay. How to get a city evacuated in like
Pierce
2 hours.
stretches his arms. Ugh. Okay, how long was I out?
Like 10 minutes?
God damn it. I hate this place.
You can
Okay,
all short rest if you'd like.
Oh, short rest?
Yeah.
Does that heal?
You can
A
heal.
short, it can, yeah. You have hit die.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, what you would do is you would take your hit die and I think as a fighter your hit die is a D10, right?
Yeah, 1d10 plus 2 it says.
Yeah, so you get yeah, when you click short rest, you get a total, like you're level 12, so you get a total of 12 hit die. So you can roll up to 12 hit die, but you only get half of those back on a long rest. Does that make sense?
Right. So if I use 1 hit die, I can get that 1 back next time I long rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you
Then-
use 2, you would only get 1 back.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that
And
makes
so
sense.
on and so forth. But yeah, you're
Okay.
free to use those hit die if you wish.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. So what did you figure out then?
Well,
Okay. Oh.
Kess is a bud. Did you come back down?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been talking to him.
Kess was a bud. She didn't figure anything out. How'd you sleep?
Like shit, yo.
Ha.
But okay.
Ash, like audibly, just snickers.
Kesh just kind of not looking at anybody. Just looking off.
2 ideas. 1 I don't like and 1 I hate. The one that I don't like, we can see what this does, and Pierce pulls out the oh shit button. I don't know if this would take us. I don't know how this works with different planes of existence and realities, but I also don't know if plant travel. Let's say you go touch a plant. Let's say you find one. Is it going to take you somewhere that you've already been, but in a different plane of existence? That's not helpful.
Well, if we're in the plane that we went to, Pierce, if we're still in the same plane, then it's fine. Then we're just back where we were.
I guess at the end of 24 hours, we go back no matter what.
We do, but Ash doesn't.
Bummer. So, the other plan that I hate. The other plan that I hate. If we have to. Gehrman did a lot of work on a lot of the airships. And if we put as many people on the airships as we can, he might be able to facilitate something like that. Maybe. If he'll listen to us. If he'll work with us. If we can fucking find him. There's a lot of ifs and a lot of maybes for a solution that I fucking hate. But I'm trying to think outside myself.
That's kind of what I was thinking as well. If we went the evacuation way, which we need to, I don't really want to. Do you think they have like safety bunkers or something like that in the city? Like, what if a rock slide happens? Like, where do they all go? You know?
It's It's a pretty scholastic town. I would think that they would have safety measures.
Yeah.
We may have to talk to someone who would know.
I hate getting into politics. Like, I just don't want to talk to politicky people.
Yeah.
It sucks. I'd rather just do my own thing and them never know and just ruin a bunch of stuff, but it's for the good of everyone. Except in this case, it would be killing a bunch of people, and I don't want to do that.
You there, Ashley. When you touched the embers last time and your burns got worse, you got to do that, 3 more times?
Twice more.
All
That's
I
not
got
gonna
to
kill you, is it?
here.
I don't know.
Will it kill
I don't
her?
think. I do not think it will. It's definitely not going to kill her.
The Emerald Flame?
Did you not point to Kess?
No,
It's not going to
Nika.
kill the Emerald. No, it's not going to kill Nika. No, the flame, the embers are just what's left of her. But she's
Oh.
returned. The embers are what's left of her the last time she fell. But she's returned in another form now. She burns in Evercrest.
Can we just go put it out?
Started. What would you like to pour water on it?
Yeah, that'd be great.
I mean,
That's-
y'all could pee on it or something.
Ew.
I hear guys like to pee on fire. It's a thing.
Face of the world in her hand.
My hands? No.
In
no.
all of your hands.
Oh, okay.
This is wonderful. Yeah, no, you can't just. Yeah.
What if you go kill the flame in Evercrest? Like, what if we get you there?
I'm not strong enough. That's the whole point.
Oh, and then you gotta touch. So I'm sorry. It's been a really, really long campaign.
It's almost like it's been, yeah, it's been 2.5 years we've been working toward this. For some of us, even longer.
Okay. Touching the embers gives you power. Yes or no?
It restores the power that I once had. Once the flame was destroyed, my purpose was nil. So I just existed in a form of stasis until she began to reignite. Since she reignited, the only way for me to get my power back was to revisit the places where I defeated her in the first place. 3 defeats of the Emerald Flame.
So what happens when the embers are gone? Nika is still here,
Yes,
but you have been restored.
my power is restored, yes.
And then do you have a fist fight on a crumbling bridge? Is there a sword fight on top of a castle? What do you do at that point?
I'm still working on it.
Oh,
I vote for a sword fight on the castle, honestly. We could stage it. Okay.
This is not constructive. Like, we don't have a castle at this point in time. We've got the town. And he just closes his eyes and breathes and sits in. And as this really cool thing happens. Like, as he meditates and as he breathes, you see the veins and like the burnt marks on his arms like glow with his breaths.
that is cool.
Can I do that? look at my
So
my scar.
when you breathe on your scar, it actually catches fire really quickly. Check it out.
Pierce is seeing this for the first time, grabs her wrist and looks at it. What the hell, Cass?
I think it's cool.
Yeah, it's dope as shit, but
We can get you one. All you gotta do is touch the flame.
Okay.
I mean, not the flame, the embers.
Pierce turns to Ash.
I might get a matching one.
I have tried using a lot of different words to get her to think before she acts. Can you try using your words to get her to think before she acts?
I understand your concern, but it's going to take that sort of instinct to get through what you're about to face.
Did you choose her?
Yes. He does not wait.
What?
Rather, short answer, yes. I knew it would take someone, rather a group of people, with the right set of instincts. I believe I found it, that group, but, as I mentioned, you've got a lot in front of you, and I'm not going to be there the whole time.
Okay, what's your name?
I don't know. I'm fond of Ash. I wasn't born. I wasn't given a name. Not until Ash.
I guess.
Did you really? Jesus Christ. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. We're gonna take a break.
We are taking a break? Okay.
Missed it. What did he say?
He said, you're like his mom.
You named him.
The mother of fame. We'll be right back. The meeting will come to order. This is Adventures Abridged. The story you're about to hear was created almost entirely by improvisation during a Dungeons & Dragons campaign over the course of 2 years. And, at the time of this recording, that same adventure is still taking place. You don't need to know anything about D&D to be able to enjoy this story. This podcast takes the highlights from more than 100 hours of gameplay and distills them into a story that's easy to consume in chapters of 15 minutes or less. Join the Nobodies on an adventure, years in the making, on Adventures Abridged. New episodes every other Monday. And we're back. Did you just ribbit when I said hop back into this?
Oh, I was literally just doing a rolled R. It wasn't intended to be a rip, but like, yeah, it did. It maybe subconsciously somewhere.
I
Okay.
love it.
All
Your
right.
caption said Reddit, so
Reddit.
Yeah.
God, we're so strange. Anyway, where last we left off, Pierce and Ash and Kess were brainstorming in the ethereal plane, staring into a curtain of water, and exploring all of the intricacies of what's going to happen when they flash back. They find themselves back in Navira once more. Meanwhile, Pongu is asleep in the library. Now, Kess and Pierce, is there anything else that you guys would like to do? It's very difficult for you all to tell what time it is. But like what all are you like? Pierce, you got a short rest. Kess, you got a short rest, but you're still pretty exhausted. Like, is there anything you would like to be doing? Are you gonna try to rest? What's sort of going on?
I don't know. So
I need you to know.
Okay, Pierce. Whenever we get back, so are you thinking that we go find your dad?
Well, I was thinking that it might be hard to do it because he's going to get back before we do. Not a lot before we do,
Right.
but we know at least he's going to come back to the portal.
Well, I could catch up really fast as something that flies and cut him off.
So, if you can keep an eye on him until we can. Here's what I'm thinking. We get brought back. You find him, but don't engage. Just keep an eye on him.
I think he likes me though. So like
What makes you say that?
because I beat him.
Do you mix up like and respect a whole lot?
Maybe
Okay.
I just think he'll want to talk to me is what I'm trying to say.
I think that you're probably right. And I want to trust you talking to him. But when evaluating your decision making based on recent empirical evidence, wouldn't it be better to do it as a group?
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not saying I want to do it by myself. I'd be hella nervous. I just kind of want to. I'm just saying, like, oh, he sees you with me, and he'll be like, oh, I know.
Okay.
Yay, the one that beat me.
I thought you were saying you were just going to try to wrangle them all in your loan.
No.
Okay. If we get back and you can find him and keep an eye on him, then I'll go get Q and Pongu, and then we will meet you, and we will have our face to face. And I won't punch it, and I won't shoot it, unless he pisses me off. What was that?
I think he just said call mom.
Did he say Dormammu?
Doorknob.
He said bummer, which was what we in the biz call a callback to
Oh.
what Pierce said a little bit ago.
Oh, well, your captions said call mom. So, which is also a callback to what Bongo said earlier.
Yeah. It does seem as if we're putting an awful lot of faith into a single interaction. Actually, no, it seems like we're not putting any faith into this interaction. It seems like we
Or faithless. Yeah. Okay, Pierce, I need to tell you something.
I'm listening.
Your dad was sad.
Oh no.
He was kind of sad and lonely. I just felt bad for him.
Good. I'm glad. That's what he should be. I think I'd probably be especially pissed off if he was throwing him back and, living the high life and high-fiving people. Did it look like he had any friends around him at all?
People were watching him, but they were not friends with him.
Cool. So he looked sad and you felt sorry for him. You don't have to.
It's not that. Do you remember how you were when we first met?
That was awesome. I had all my shit together. I was a really good shot. I never dropped anything. Free and breezy. Hunting harpies and breaking necks and cashing checks. Okay, I was also an asshole. And I didn't need anybody.
You didn't want anybody.
Right.
And now you have us. And how do you feel now that you have us?
I am better. I am better because of you.
I think we're all better because of each other. All I mean to say about your dad is think about if you hadn't have made the decision to have a drink with us after our first mission and you had have just kept walking away. But that's who your dad is. Your dad is that version of you. It just...
But the difference is, Kes, that he has ended up in a place due to the decisions he's made for himself. And I was in a position due to the decisions that he made.
Yeah.
If he had come back home at any point,
Pierce starts to cry a little bit.
and I wouldn't have traded everything that we've gone through for anything, but I could be still at home with my family. And things would be normal.
I'll just hug him. I know. It just made me sad. I don't know, to think of him in the state that he is now, and that could have also been a state that you would have ended up in, and I don't know, I just felt bad.
No, I get it. I get it. And, I could hear him out. Maybe if I am being perfectly honest, I don't know what he went through either. And there'd better be a goddamn good explanation. But I'll hear the explanation. But if he tries to hurt you or Q or Pongu
He won't.
or Nyx or Brenna, any stray squirrels, any someone's feelings, I'm gonna kill him.
Okay.
I don't mean to detract from this moment because it seems like a very important personal moment. One of revelation. But we are no closer to figuring out. Is the plan to try and talk him into evacuating the city?
Yes, with his lots of airships that he has. Ash,
He's
keep up.
Yeah. Come on. You don't have Titan ears, apparently. So, he's worked with the city leaders. He's armed the city. And he either has airships or has worked on airships, but at the very least knows who we need to talk to start an evacuation. And let's say, hypothetically speaking, that the higher-ups don't believe that the impending doom upon their town is real. I've seen that happen before, but we might be able to convince him to get people on airships anyway. We've got a couple of options here. Any additional person we can get out of this town, because we're gonna have to blow it up.
Yeah. It's we blow it up with them in it, or we blow it up without them in it. So if we could just try to do the good first,
Yeah.
that is our aim. But we have blown up a town before, and we'll do it again.
Yeah.
Or I will. I don't know about these guys. I'm not gonna like
Well,
it, but
technically, he will.
well, I have to get him there. I'm the brains. I have to summon him there, or you can't blow anything up, Ash. I've never talked to him like this. I'm kind of a little scared.
He just smirks at you.
Decent plan.
Yeah.
It's more than nothing.
It sucks because if we leave, does Ash have to stay here in this spot until we summon him back? You better not poof.
He looks at you and says, I don't really know how that's going to work. I assume I came here because you were here and you summoned me, and I guess that's got...
Fuck.
Oh, man. We had him for a really long time this time. We could have gotten a bunch of information out of him, did we?
We also could have just blown up the city. I trust Pongu to get Q out. But it's fine. Did we get information out of him? No. He talks in circles. And then wants you to do the work. So, yeah. He sucks at hot hands.
What?
Hot hands.
He sucks your hands?
No! 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 The game? Give me your hands.
Okay.
I slap one.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
You're not even trying to teach anybody.
Actually,
I just hit them.
Make opposing dexterity checks, both of you.
Yeah. Pierce is really.
He's really
Pierce is Dexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
this is a saving throw.
No. Straight dex check.
Okay. 17.
4. What? Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
What happens when you do that? Slap. You actually slap the scar on your own hand, and it hurts like a son of a bitch. You take 2 points of
Oh, it stings.
2 points of fire damage.
Oh my god, I'm fucking awesome at this. I retire with 100% accuracy.
Oh no, come on.
Okay, one more, just to make sure it's not a fluke.
Okay.
Ready?
Dex checks.
Which...
It's an 8.
12.
Okay.
Ah. Okay.
A worthy opponent. One more.
If we stop right now, we're both as good as the other person.
Yeah, but you know one of us is better.
Shrek.
Dirty 20.
An 18.
Okay. Like, Cass, you
Aw.
slap your own hand again, but you don't take damage this time because you rolled it.
Okay.
So, is there anything else that you all would like to do as you sit here? As I said, you are very exhausted. But you've probably been in this plane for, best you can tell, based on your body's rhythms. You've probably been in this plane for 18 hours at this point. All said and done.
Should we just sleep?
Yeah.
Ooh, I could scry on a bunch of people.
Do you need me to scry on people, or can I go to bed?
I might not even be able to do it because we're in a different place. But I mean,
Do not think you can.
Okay. Yeah.
Same plane of existence as you.
I cannot scry on people. Okay, I'll go to bed too. Do you think we need to take watch?
No. I mean,
Moment, a giant shark walks out of the water plane and begins to attack.
I
It does not.
polymorph it. I turn it into a goldfish and turn it around.
It just flops. No, none of this happens.
Right.
So yeah, you.
This is a daydream.
Yeah.
Guess
dream.
just has.
it's a Scrubs like fantasy moment.
Yeah. Okay. I
Okay.
lay down to go to sleep.
Okay.
Probably gonna
So
cuddle into Pierce's back.
And you're trying to take a long rest.
Yeah.
That is the intent.
And I'd probably say good night, yo, as I go to sleep.
night, yo.
Wow.
Pongu, if we're gonna continue, Pongu wants to wake up early to do some.
Okay. So yes, we will hop over there to you here in just a moment. So, yes, you can both go ahead and take your long rests, but we're gonna hop over to Pongu really quickly.
Mhm.
So Pongu, you said you wake up pretty early. The library looks exactly the same. It's lit. There's people in here, different people, but people have, by and large, left you alone. You found a table over in the corner. You're just kind of hanging out with your pile of books.
Pongu's gonna note. Pongu's gonna note where the books are in the library for future, particularly the draconic ones. But he's gonna get up early. He's gonna go next door, if it's open, the food place.
It is.
And he's just gonna, since he doesn't have his supplies, he's just gonna, I guess, purchase he needs money or haggle, etc., to try to get some things because he knows that the morning has come and he doesn't know if his friends had food or anything while they were gone. So he's just gonna make food for the little to-go packages for them, and he's gonna head to the casino because he knows that again from reading that tome that everyone should be poofing back soon. He would actually probably send a sending to Q wherever Q is, just to let him know that hey, just letting you know, everyone's planning on coming back soon, so if you'd like to be there, show up at the casino. Hope all's well. Just shoots that off to Q. If Q can respond, if Q wants to.
So yeah, you like it's like reactionary. You hear yeah, I'm at the apartment. I fell asleep. I told a bunch of people our story, and I was up really late, and I'm probably out of words now. But yeah, that's pretty much all you get from it.
Okay. And then Pongu would make his way to the casino. And he's actually gonna try to do it incognito, or have like a hood up so he's not like super like not the fairy that was like causing shit the day before type of thing. And he's just gonna position himself next to the tubes, waiting for everyone, including Pierce's father, to come out. Has some shenanigans waiting.
Okay. So. All right. So, Pierce's father happens first.
I'm just gonna watch for a
Actually,
little bit.
no, I'm wrong. Cass happens first,
No,
right?
Pierce's
No, it's
father.
Pierce's father. Yeah, okay.
Then Cass. Then Pierce.
Yeah. So, yeah, after a moment, like you sit there, you wait, you're trying to time it up pretty much exactly the way it was, but you remember that it was very early in the morning when you ventured in there in the first place. And then you watch a few rounds of planar poker, you see some people be banished, no big deal. And then eventually, whoop, like a fucking pneumatic tube, Gehrman Goodblood just appears, and he looks entirely unfazed. He just slides open the door and steps outside. He takes a deep breath. All right. And he walks out of the casino.
Before he does, I would like to try to chat him up.
How?
Hi, hello. Hi.
What?
Hello. You yes. Do you hi, I'm Pongu.
I don't have time for this.
No, please. Question.
What?
Big fan here. How did you get into, your business?
Why?
I am a very magically adept person, and who knows, perhaps I could help you out. Pongu's like in his head thinking of like a sand clock, or sand. He was like, I just need a stall, I just need a stall, I just need a stall.
There's no magic. It's engineering. It's fire. It's physics.
But what if you added magic for more?
That's a fucking stupid idea. And he leaves. He continues trying to leave.
He tries to leave. I will fuck. Really didn't want to do this. I'm gonna cast mass suggestion on him and how many other people? 11 other random casino people just around us.
Okay.
11?
I can get 12
You can do
people.
a total of 12, right? Okay, yeah. What's the save on that?
It is 17 wisdom.
17? All right. We're going to check. First, we're going to roll. We're going to do like a group roll for all. We're going to do 2 rolls.
Okay.
1 for 6, 1 for 5, and then 1 for Gehrman. So 3 total. So the people to your left succeed. They rolled a
Okay.
natural 20.
Okay.
So that's the 5 people.
Okay.
And they just kind of, like, you see them all, like, kind of shift. The people on your right, the 6 of them, turn to you. They have failed.
Okay.
Chairman, you said it's what kind of save?
Wisdom.
18?
Fuck.
No. That was a question. Is that the save?
It's higher, but if he makes it, I'm gonna
What's
shift
the
time.
save? What's the save?
17.
17?
Yeah.
He fails.
Oh, okay, God.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
It was 13.
So Pongu's eyes are gonna like turn a little golden, and the folks that were suggested it, as well as Pierce's father, will hear or feel. Why don't we all have a lovely dance off right here while we wait for my friends to return?
Gehrman is. You can hear him grinding his teeth.
I just want Pierce to see it when you return.
Okay. Dance off.
I changed the lights in with prestidigitation to like fucking disco balls.
He starts doing the Gangnam Style. And he's so rigid, but he's dancing. And you can tell he has this recognition that this is happening to him, but he cannot help himself. So how long? What is the effect? How long is the effect?
24 hours, or until my request is fulfilled, which is waiting for my friends to come back. I basically pulled a Sanderson sister on him. Like, we're gonna dance until they say so, or until they get back. So
I'm going to kill you.
He doesn't know that I do it. Well, I mean, I could, but according to the spell, they don't know that they're charmed.
Okay. His eyes are looking, and he's Gehrman's a smart guy.
Okay.
He knows that you were talking to him, and you were just talking about magic. Like, he's connected these dots, and he's just barely able to utter, "I'm going to kill you." Like,
I'm just gonna keep. I don't know what someone's doing this to me too. And Pongu's like dancing. Just again, it's like a weird dance at like dad at a wedding, just full on uncontrollable, not very like. And Pongu, oh yeah, same here too. Yeah, me too. And the other people just fucking having a ball, just waiting. And Pongu's like, oh shit, what did I get myself into?
The planar poker. Excuse me, man, I inhaled that water. Now I have the hiccups. The planar poker dealer is like, what? Like, he's just looking, trying to figure out what exactly is going on. This is going to be difficult.
Oh man, we're gonna have a conversation with Gehrman with hiccups.
So, I got this. So, this dance-off is happening. Gehrman, Pongu, and 6 random patrons of this casino there is no music. There is no music. It's just dancing.
It's just a bunch of feet tapping.
Yeah,
It's like a Fortnite lobby.
Exactly. So, Kess and Pierce, you are both sleeping sound. Kess, it happens to you first. There is a
Just start.
zoop.
I don't feel so good.
There is a sort of a zoop, like a twisty, and it's like I described, like it's the Star Trek teleporter sort of thing,
Right.
where like your molecules have shifted, and you find yourself lying on the floor of this machine of sorts. And you look outside, and as your eyes adjust, you see Pongu dancing. You see random people dancing. You see people trying to play planar poker and being monumentally distracted. And you also see Garamond Goodblood looking like there is murder. You have never seen murder in anyone's eyes like you see in this man's eyes right now. And you have looked murder in the face. It's hilarious.
Am I just there by myself right now?
Yeah.
No Pierce yet?
No Pierce yet.
Oh, okay. She's panicking a little, and she's trying to make eye contact with Pongu, but not wanting Garamond to see her yet.
Have you left the tube?
I don't know. No.
I need you to know that.
I don't know. No, she hasn't. Not yet. No.
Okay. So you're just laying in the
No, I'm standing up now. Because
Okay.
I'm looking at Pongu.
Yeah, there is someone who is like standing across the room. You can tell it's sort of his job to watch the tubes and make sure they're cleared of people as more people come in and go out. But he's like looking back and forth between you standing there and then this happening over here. And he's just fucking confused, man. He's like, he doesn't know what to address first.
Okay.
Like as you're doing that, Pongu, as you're doing that, like Fisher reeling, Norman is like, "Ugh! God!
all the
Thriller? Are you doing Thriller now?
Just all of them. Where are they? Oh, I guess.
On the floss.
No.
It should be said that I think that 99% of the time, if you guys are listening to the podcast version of this, are pretty much get everything. But today especially, you're gonna want to go watch the YouTube video at this point because Sunny has given it his all this whole
She's been dancing the whole time.
On it.
Oh God in heaven.
So Punk is like, we don't know each other. You can't see me. I can't see you.
I kind of step out of the little thing and kind of shuffle over to the side to wait for Pierce.
Punk is just like, okay. I just out loud to Garamond and everyone else like, oh goodness, I wonder when we will stop dancing. But you know what I did here? It's really good, for burning off any calories. Remind me to give you all treats afterwards once we figure out what dastardly person made us dance. And he's just going at it.
Pierce, you open your eyes. You are lying on the floor of the tube. This is what you see.
I go try to help him up.
Yeah. You see Pong rave dancing. You see your father rave dancing.
Your dad is dancing like a maniac.
Oh, he's gonna kill Pongu.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of afraid of. Pongu definitely did this, right?
Okay. Pierce walks straight over to his dancing father.
I've been.
And he-
hold on, stop. I have been thinking about this moment for 2 fucking years, 2.5 years. Ever since Steve-O came to me with the idea.
I'm so sorry.
I've been thinking about it for 2.5 years. This is the best possible way. Anyway.
Okay. I'm right behind Pierce. I'm right there, and I'm ready to maybe not let anyone kill each other.
Yeah. So, Pierce is walking toward his dad. Dad is dancing. He looks at Pongu. He nods. Pierce is going to turn back to Kess and say,
just make sure Pongo's okay in case he didn't do this. And then Pierce is gonna grab his dad by the front of the jacket, and he's going to walk with him up against a wall and kind of slam him against the wall.
Who the fuck are you?
You don't know who I am.
Hands off of me!
Has the dancing
Why
stopped
can't I
yet?
shoot you right now? God damn!
Pongu will need acknowledgement.
Yeah.
Pongu will drop it, but be like, oh, so it is stopped.
I'm just gonna look at Pongu. Go invisible. Go invisible.
Garamond draws his gun.
Hey.
Where'd he go?
How did you stay in the other plane go? Cause I lost after our game, and my stay sucked. So,
Garamond fires into the air, and he shakes, and he attempts to shake out of your grasp, Pierce.
Sure.
Do you let him go?
Pierce is gonna try and slam him back against the wall again.
Make a strength check.
Guidance.
Say, hold on, let me do the guidance roll. 17.
Just beat him. So as he tries to, he is holding his gun up.
Your headphones.
My headphones?
They're like here.
The dancing machine, man. He's holding his gun in the air, and you slam him against the wall, and he and he points his gun at you. Let me the fuck go.
I'm
Hold
gonna-
on.
I'm gonna just
Hold
like
on.
hop, like get in between them, just like under the arms and in between them.
Do you think I won't shoot you too?
I don't care. I just don't want you to shoot him.
You and I need to have a conversation.
I don't know who the fuck you are. Why would I talk to you? Let me go now.
Pulls his hat off and he pulls his mask down. Because I'm your fucking son.
He lowers his gun for a moment. Let me go.
No. You're gonna have to fucking shoot me.
Please don't though. Like please don't shoot him.
He shoots you in the foot.
Pierce in the foot.
Huh?
Pierce in the foot.
Yes.
I unarm him after that happens.
Okay, hold on. He rolls. Pretty sure that hits. It's a natural 18.
Yep.
Your AC 17. So yeah, that's gonna hit. You are gonna take an amount of damage. 8 damage. 8 piercing damage.
That's not bad. It took more.
Yeah, but there is a hole in your foot, friend.
That is whole foot.
Like your boots that you love so much. Yeah, there's a big old hole in them.
Oh,
So Pierce will let go at this point and reel back and
Kess.
I would like to
May-
unarm him and
Yeah, disarm.
I-
That make a strength check.
hang on. I'm not gonna disarm. I'm gonna cast polymorph.
Okay. What's that save?
Wisdom.
17.
It's
No, that's a
17.
save. Hold on. Wisdom. Still 17.
Wait. I think it's a 17. Yeah.
Okay, so he saves. You're lucky it was your fucking foot. And you're lucky I don't shoot you for trying to do whatever the hell that was.
I cast it again.
This time he fails.
He's a worm.
He's an angry worm.
And you're lucky I don't step on you. And I'll put him in my pocket.
Pongo breaks invisibility.
Can
What?
Pierce have a scone? Can he have a scone? Do you have any scones? Also, hi,
I
Pongu.
have- Hello. For you. For my dancing friends. For your father.
Oh, he's not hurt.
He will be, probably.
No, he's fine right now.
So, do you still feel bad for him?
Yes, I do. I do. I can't help it.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
There's a lot of things here that need talking out. And I know you hate that. But look at this worm.
The worm is
Really?
frowning. Somehow.
He looks like a angry little... Yep. It was all a setup.
He's like slamming his head into your just like.
Now, he doesn't have his mind. He has the worm's mind.
Yeah, but he knows he's mad. He doesn't know why anymore, but he knows he's mad.
Okay, well...
You can take the Gehrman out of the worm. Wait, no. You can't take the Gehrman out of the worm.
Okay, so what do we do with Worm Dad?
Oh, I don't know, but... Ugh.
At this point, the guards in this casino are kind of incognito.
Oh.
But at this point, someone comes up to you very timidly. Excuse me, sirs, madam. I'm going to have to ask that you leave now, please.
Oh,
Don't shoot me. Don't
Do you
change
not like dancing?
No.
I'm sorry.
we're not gonna shoot you with the worm would, but he can't because he's a worm.
Keep
But-
that worm away from me.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yes, we have blood to clean up, so if you could please just leave.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Let's get out of here. They're awfully queasy for a kingdom of debauchery.
Well, there was just quite a display. So,
Okay.
and by the way, this is a big dude. Like this is a human, and he's like, he's kind of like he's like as you come up, like he's wearing like a tux and formal evening wear, and as like he comes up to you, you can see like he's a big dude, but he's afraid. So, do you all leave?
Yes.
Yeah,
with-
we'll
with the worm.
get out of there.
Pierce,
Okay.
I have an idea. Pongu, I have an idea. Where's
Yeah.
Q?
He's sleeping. He's a growing boy.
Okay, well, we
Yeah.
need to go get Q.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. What's the idea, though?
We go through a tree. We spend a day in a secluded forest with dear old dad. And talk.
Torture?
No,
I haven't done
no,
that in
no.
forever.
No, talk. Talk.
Oh. Well, we can do that too.
And on that note, as you come to grips with what Pongu has just said,
The little worms just like...
wondering what he might be talking about, holding a worm who is also Pierce's dad in your hand, while Pierce's blood footprint is in the casino next door after you've just spent 24 hours in the ethereal plane and saw into a never-ending plane of ocean. That's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Boom.
We gotta go pick up Q.
How long is Polly?
An hour. So we got an
Okay.
hour to get him out and disarm him and tie him up so we can just talk.
We can't disarm him until he shapes back because sort of all of his stuff is with him.
Right, but I
Correct.
mean, hopefully, since there's 3 of us, we'll be able to maybe, possibly.
I
Well,
can
you got
put
some
him
time to
in a
figure it out.
hamster cage.
Suitcase.
You got
Well,
some
10
time to
minutes.
figure it out. Guys, thank you so much for joining us on this most strange adventure this has been tonight.
Hooray!
Navir is turning out very different than I thought it would. Oh, the dance-off. I've been thinking about that for so long.
Me too.
Anyway, thank you
I'm
guys.
so sorry if I
No,
cheapened it.
I'm so happy. I can't speak
it
for
was
Stowe.
great.
I am so happy. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We love you. Be sure to follow us on all of the socials. Be sure to follow all of our various podcast feeds, yada, yada, yada. We have a link tree. Follow us in all the places. We love you so much. Meeting adjourned. Good night.